I'm First Alert meteorologist Jack Van Meter. Let's start out the forecast with our radar image. As of now in Michiana, we are not dealing with any sort of rain or really cloud cover. But if you saw the sunset tonight, you notice that the darker clouds were starting to move closer. That's going to be an approaching front. It'll be actually moving through Michiana starting tomorrow. Here's a look at our radar zoomed in. We are seeing maybe some light showers trying to make it ashore. I really doubt that any of this is actually hitting the ground. It's just rather light clouds that the radar is starting to pick up on. Here's a look at tomorrow's forecast. We are going to be keeping a little bit of the heat, but really we are ushering the 90s completely out of the forecast. A high temperature of 86 degrees, but a cloudy, gray, and rainy day is going to be expected. So let's go ahead and time it all out with First Alert Future Track starting now at 11 o'clock. Notice how we're still keeping a lot of the heat with the forecast for tonight, right around 80 degrees as we speak. We will cool down through the 70s throughout the night. That's when we're really going to increase our cloud cover and in turn increase our rain chances. Light rain chances for the morning. That's when we said right before we went to break today, may want to grab that umbrella as soon as you leave the house for breakfast or church tomorrow, and then you're really going to need it for the afternoon. Here's a look at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Some breaks in the cloud will allow for the temperatures to warm up through the 80s. And then there's that weak front that's starting to move through. We are going to be getting some thunderstorm action that will be associated there, and it will actually cool off our temperatures right around 80 degrees as we start to move into the early evening. And as we start to move into the early evening, we're going to usher those rain chances out and leave behind cool and gray conditions. Now, as for rain amounts, it's going to really depend on where the heaviest thunderstorms set up. Just take a look at the spread across Michiana with our rain amounts. You could be out there in Goshen and get right around an inch, but South Bend doesn't even get half an inch of rain. But South Bend doesn't even get half an inch of rain. LaPorte gets well over half an inch of rain. So it really depends on exactly where those heavier thunderstorms set up. Everybody will likely see right around 1/10 of an inch of rain tomorrow. Here's a look at the 10-day forecast. 86 degrees once again for that high temperature tomorrow. 80 degrees on Monday. That's going to be the direct result of that cold front moving through, finally cooling us down. It's going to be a rather comfortable day on Monday. And if you like the heat, guys, well, look at the rest of the week back in the middle 80s.